And Sosua is like a man's dream. It's a man's dream. It's a paradise out there. The ladies are very, very pushy. Very, very pushy.
I wanted to bring that up.
They are very pushy. Everything is money. It's like, hey, can I speak to you? Money. Hey, can I do money? Hey, I'm drinking my own drink. Money. Like, it's just money. They are very pushy. It's just money.
Hey, Jaime Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in the golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord. We control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, hey.
So tell me more about DR. How's your experience in DR?
All right, let's talk about it. So I started off in Sosua because obviously that's what all the fellas told me to go, and it was like a culture shock. As soon as you get there, I'm like, oh my god. So I went out to Sosua, and Sosua is like a man's dream. It's a man's dream. It's a paradise out there. The water is amazing. The beach is amazing. And then they call them mangoes. Those are the women out there. The mangoes out there are amazing as well, too. And they're just all over the place. They're really nice and everything. But I could only do too much. So I was out there for about 3 months, and I was like, yeah, this is a little bit too much 24/7. But I've learned a lot of people out there. I went to had some good barbershop friends out there. And I pretty much, got me a nice routine. I went to the gym. I pretty much lived there like how I'd live in the States, but obviously with some mangoes on the side. But yeah, no, it was really fun. I spent some time in Puerto Plata, which is pretty much like an hour, 45 minutes drive away from Sosua. And then I actually went for another 3 months down to Santo Domingo. So Santo Domingo was more of my speed because it wasn't like too congested with the 304 behavior. If you wanted to get down with that, you could, but you still have the beauties of the whole land, because Sosua is literally in like the influx of 304 behavior is everywhere. The whole city, that's what it is. I mean, you go down near Roomba, which is like the main street and everything where that club called Roomba is, you're going to literally see all of them standing out there. Like, I'm talking about hundreds. Like, you can literally walk through like a Chick-fil-A drive-through, bro, and just pull up and be like, Chick-fil-A, oh, let me get one with XYZ, boom, and they hop on your four-wheeler, because you get a four-wheeler. You hop on a four-wheeler, like, don't go down there and try to get like some taxis. Just get on four-wheeler, you're good to go. So I did the 304 behavior for a while. I balled out. It was fun. But then I was like, you know what? I want to actually like really live, though. I was like, it's not all about the women. I want to actually live. So then that's when I went to Santo Domingo. I like Santo Domingo. But then I realized my Spanish really sucks. Because if you guys have never been to DR, they got Spanish on elite mode. That is the fastest Spanish I've ever seen in my life. And I realized I'm not really good at Spanish. I thought I could practice my Spanish. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be good. Nah, I don't understand nothing they said. And then another thing is, for people who's listening, Dominicans are black. I don't care what nobody say. They black, bro. They walk like us, talk like us, move like us. They are black. I know they're trying to say they're not black. Man, I went there. I said, man, these are cousins, straight up. But yeah, DR was fun, man. It was fun. I didn't do Punta Cana. I don't like doing a lot of the tourist areas.
You said a lot of facts there, man. I mean, I'm Dominican myself.
Bro, y'all black, bro. Y'all are black, bro. I went to some of the beaches. I was like, these are brothers. Like, are you serious? I was like, they move just like us, talk like us, loud as hell, just like us. Like, yo.
I mean, you're right. I mean, I've actually interviewed certain other people that actually disagree with that statement. Not entirely. Like, obviously, as a Dominican, obviously we do have African ancestry. But of course we're mixed with like European, Taino, like there's a lot of different mixes. But yeah, you're right. But that's something about African American. I know it's a bit like a side note compared to what we've been talking about, but it's a bit of a side note. But I feel like with African American culture is,
and y'all can cut some hair too. Y'all can cut some real good hair too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you been to what's that barber shop in
y'all can cut some
in
hair,
Sosua, man. There's a barber shop in Sosua that's very
right
famous.
on the street, the main street, bro. They be cutting some hair, bro. Whenever I go in there, that's the first place I go. I'm like, they be cutting some hair.
No, but they be having all the girls twerk on people and stuff in there. Like, it's crazy.
The whole place be filled. Man, I went to that barber shop. They be going in.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, bro. DR is crazy. But about what I was gonna say, it's kind of crazy because the thing is, I feel like the most influential culture that there is on this planet, in my personal opinion, is African American culture.
Facts.
I strongly believe that that's the case. And it's crazy because the thing is, everyone will wear sneakers and they'll wear, you know, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but these are things that were popularized by the African American community, right? So do rags, you keep it hip hop music, whatever. And then you go around the world and you see people trying to do the same thing. Like if you go to France, they got their own hip hop. DR got its own hip hop. Everywhere got hip hop. Everyone's trying to wear do rags and sneakers and act like African Americans. But the minute that an African American says, "Hey, you're black too, just like me," they try to deny it. And they say, "No, I'm not black. I'm Dominican," or "I'm not black. I'm this." Or, but we're all the same at the end of the day. It just happens to be.
It's like they like the good parts of it, but then they don't like, you know, it comes with the negatives too, which we all have our negatives.
Yeah.
Every culture out there has our negatives. So they just don't want to be compared to the negatives of the black culture, which is not fair if you want to grab one part of it and everything. No, there's the negatives too. But yeah, no, I agree with you.
Well, I guess since we're on the topic of that, because it is a very interesting topic. I mean, there've been a lot of brothers and a lot of content creators that have talked about, you know, the colorism and the racism that's going on in Latin American specifically, where I don't know if you knew this, but in Dominican Republic specifically, I can't talk for every other Latin American race or country, but in Dominican Republic, we have a saying called it goes like, if I was to translate it in English, it would say "better the race." I don't know if you ever heard of that.
No, I didn't. I've never heard about it.
So basically, it's where the parents would basically brainwash their children to believe that they need to date a light-skinned individual to better the race, quote unquote.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
So it's just this brainwashing that goes on in Dominican Republic specifically, but even Latin America and the rest of the world as well, where that's the case. And I don't know why it's that ignorant or that closed-minded, but that's something that a lot of brothers need to watch out with when they go to Latin America.
Yo, you got a point there.
You know, I actually made a video about it a while back ago because I grew up on listening to those type of things. You know what I mean? It was messed up, but it's an honest conversation to have, man. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? But I think things are improving little by little, but unfortunately that's been the case for so many years. But to lighten things up a bit, so what would you say are some pros about the Dominican Republic that you experience?
Okay, so guys, the pros of Dominican Republic, obviously the women are some of the most, beautiful out there as well too. I would say the pros, I like the food a lot. The beach was absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, clear as crazy. Like this, it's clear, it's clean. I felt a lot more safer there than in Colombia.
Oh, I can't wait to get to Colombia.
I felt a lot more safer there.
Wait.
I can wear normal clothes because Colombia, when we get to the Colombia section, I'm gonna really go in on that part.
Oh man,
I can wear more normal clothes, and I guess it's like I fit in more because you don't want to really stand out too much in some of these other countries, but like you could fit in more, and you can wear normal stuff when you go to the club. So I would say the pros are it's a much safer, and I like how quick you can get there from the States. So if anybody's looking for a quick vacation, DR is a very good spot to go to, get your feet wet while you're traveling. So I like how accessible and how easy it is to get there. Immigration is really smooth and easy. And I don't know because I haven't been there that long, but yeah, a lot of people do speak some English there. So you're able to get some help. And when we get to the Colombia section, I'm gonna break everything down because it's hard on some parts. But I've only spent about max 6 months in DR, so it was cool though. But I really like the beaches. I like the beach clubhouses and all that type of stuff, and just the help. It was very easy. I had security in DR as well too, because I usually a lot of times when I go to Spanish speaking countries, I usually have security. It was really good. It's really good.
So how about the cons?
The cons, I would say for DR is we about to go in there. The ladies are very, very pushy. Very pushy.
I wanted to bring that up.
They are very pushy. Everything is money. It's like, hey, can I speak to you? Money. Hey, can I do money? Hey, I'm drinking my own drink. Money. Like, it's just money. They are very pushy. It's just money. And then even the guys too. Money. So sometimes it can get annoying because sometimes you really don't even want to deal with nobody, but you got people in your face 24/7 and they want money. And then you'll think that you're on just a normal date and everything. And no, she want money. So I would say like the cons would be that. I say another con is, yeah, they speak really, really fast. And then when you tell them, despacito, and then it goes even faster. Like, I don't understand. It goes even faster. So I would say that part, I don't understand how you can like learn to speak Spanish that fast, but I understand maybe I speak English fast, so maybe that's what it is. But I do love the culture. The culture out there is really dope. The culture out there is really dope. I would say another part is for the fellas out there, or actually even the women. Gringo tax is real. Gringo tax is real. When they find out that you're a gringo, when they find out that you're not from there, they will try to tax you heavy, and they will be on top of it. Just make sure you pay your stuff. If you don't agree with the certain amount and everything, make sure you let them know. And so I would say gringo tax can be a lot. It can be annoying, but you can't show emotions on that part. And we're going to go more in details later on. But I would say those are pretty much the cons right there. It's very pushy on money. Very pushy, man. I'm just like, chill out, bro. I said, no.